It's not very often that everything on the internet kind of stops for some sort of significant event or visual spectacle, but it would appear that that's exactly what happened yesterday. To start out the story a little bit, about a week ago, the Minecraft YouTuber and manhunter known as Dream posted on Twitter saying that the mask is coming off. Now, Dream doing a face reveal has been a big topic of conversation for a long time. Nobody's known what this guy looks like, but there's definitely always been people on Twitter who've gone out of their way to try and speculate as to what he does look like. But all in all, before this, nobody had a true, genuine idea what he looked like. There's even people in his circle that played in like the Dream SMP that had no idea what Dream looked like. So Dream, seeing that he has this massive event on his hands and wanting to capitalize, goes and starts a campaign on Twitter, FaceTiming different content creators and revealing their face to them.
Give us the entire tour of you.
And Tommy Innit was not the only one asking for nudes. He went ahead and he showed his face to creators like Wilbur, and I think this is Tina, and then also people like Anthony. So this was it was a big thing, right? People were tweeting on their Twitter accounts of FaceTiming Dream. They were getting hundreds and thousands of likes. And while this is all going down, there's a lot of people on Twitter who are speculating as to what Dream is going to look like. It turns out a lot of people were interested because the premiere that he set up to do his face reveal had over 1 million viewers waiting to watch it live. It was insane. I ended up watching it live on my stream, and it was just the spectacle. Everything kind of stopped just to see what this Minecraft YouTuber looked like. When was Dream going to take the mask off? Well, take the mask off, Dream did in this video. Hi, I'm Dream. And this is what Dream looks like. Now, this guy is a bit of a far jump from this, not necessarily super similar looking. So people were really polarized as to why Dream looked the way that he did. I guess not why. Dude, I'm so tired. But the reactions, especially on Twitter, were certainly very polarizing. Obviously, his primary fan base was like, oh my God, he's hot. And thus the fan cams and the fan art and all of the other fan things began to circulate. However, as with any large creator doing anything of significance, especially one with the history and notoriety of Dream, some of the reactions were just maybe a little bit less favorable. Yeah, not everybody took super kindly to this. So much to the point where Twitter went ahead and they had their little fun. Oh Lord, it's Twitter. And so as Twitter does, Twitter just starts going on a field day. The basic consensus I got is that people felt like he looked like a DreamWorks character. So there was a lot of Lord Farquaad and Prince Charming and Handsome Shrek memes going around. And, you know, people certainly, you know, got a little creative with it. It was a big deal. A lot of people talking about it. Now, while this was like Dream's biggest thing that he's ever kind of done, it wasn't just his biggest day. Streamer and the YouTuber and reactor and mogul mail guy, Ludwig, had his biggest stream ever on YouTube by just waiting for Dream's face reveal video to get uploaded. He spends $750,000 to produce Mogul Money Live, and it's reacting to Dream's face reveal that tops out his viewer count. It was absolutely nuts. Definitely a lot of wins and a bit of L's. And surprisingly, Ludwig even tried to guess what Dream would look like, and I would say got pretty damn close. I would argue pretty darn close. However, Twitter as a whole was not just fun and games with this. There were a lot of people on Twitter who were actually pretty upset by the community's reaction to Dream's face reveal. One of which being somebody who I'm not like super friends with, but I've definitely played games and made videos with him in the past. Juniper. Tweeting things like, unpopular opinion, even if you don't like Dream, talking bad about his appearance publicly, especially to the point where hashtags and statements about the way that he looks start trending, is incredibly toxic and middle school bully behavior, which I agree. Sometimes I find myself in this weird mark where like, yeah, it's fun to make fun of stuff, but you do got to remember that there's a person on the other side of this. And the big argument against posts like Juniper's are really one of two things. Oh, Dream's a big streamer and a big YouTuber, and so he should expect this kind of behavior, which I imagine he probably did. But just because you come to expect something doesn't necessarily make it okay. even to the point where like I kind of felt bad the next day laughing at a lot of the dream memes that came out on Twitter. But all in all, one of the biggest responses to tweets like Miss Juniper's are things like this, people linking back to threads of bad things that Dream has done. And I'll be honest, I don't know a whole lot about the guy. Like I've studied some of his videos for the sake of like trying to learn about retention and what keeps an audience watching on YouTube. And I know like about the Minecraft cheating scandal, which I won't even lie. If somebody's using mods for the sake of content creation, I could see myself making an F up like that. I 100% could. So I don't necessarily understand that side of it. But there's a lot of stuff in here that people are talking about, like apparent racism and his lack of apologies and things like that. And a lot of folks are using this as sort of ammunition to say, hey, it's okay to make fun of Dream because he's done all of this bad stuff. On one hand, you have to consider that this Dream guy is an actual person. And while he may be like laughing it off with his friends and making the jokes alongside Twitter, it has to hurt a little bit, right? Nobody can take that much hate and just mocking on social media and be completely like unfazed by it. It has to bother him a little bit. He's a dude. It has to. Man, I'm popular today. Anywho, that's all that I really had to say on the matter. I want to try and start making more videos about like current events online in between some of my more produced content. So if you guys are enjoying these videos, maybe leave a like on it. It'd be sick. And yeah, I'm gonna go call my friend back. Bye.